What is up, guys? This is Wrong Guy, and we have part 3 because we had the tiebreakers. This is the tiebreaker for the battle session between me and my buddy B2. Let's just go ahead and get right up into it. So again, 6v6 doubles. Each of us can bring a legend. I've never used Darkrai before. Yeah, I had to speed this up a little bit because it was like it went to the full time, so it was over 20 minutes long. So forgive me if I don't enunciate everything. So like I said, first time I'm ever using Darkrai because I remember Dark Void was a big thing and I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed Darkrai. So I was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try it. So we pair him up with the Moongus for the Rage Powder, just so that everyone can focus on the Moongus. So that way Darkrai can do his Sleepy Bite thing. Now I spam it. Not gonna lie, I spam the crap out of Dark Void, and he actually texts me, he's like, doesn't that move at like 30 accuracy? And I'm like, 50. So, you know, it might hit something, and I'm glad that it did. It hit his Dust Noir, and that's great. Now, Moongus is my physical wall. He does keep his Zekrom in there, and of course his Dust Noir, I guess, is waiting for, hoping that sleep goes away. Unfortunately, I do get paralyzed, so I don't get the Rage Powder off. Not that it really matters, because I do get the Dark Void, so I do get the Zekrom to sleep, so Bad Dreams can start chipping away at him. Same thing with the Dusknoir, he stays asleep, so Bad Dreams can slowly chip away at their health, which is what we like, which is what we like to see. It's what we like to do. So go for the Giga Drain. Debating on switching, I'm like, do I really want to keep him in here? I mean, why not? When I keep him in here, go for the Dark Pulse on the Dusknoir. Zekrom does wake up. He does go for the Fusion Bolt. Maybe he predicted me to go for another Rage Powder, so he decided to just go ahead and attack Moongus. Anyway, does next to nothing. Moongus hits him with a Giga Drain. Does even less. The Bad Dreams is going to be enough for the Dust Noir to, well, get fainted. It's going to be enough to take out that Dust Noir. So Zekrom, still up, still at him. I do have two ways that I can display the Spore or the Dark Void. In comes the Metagross, so I'm sitting here thinking, Metagross, he can carry Hammer Arm. Here I'm sitting here trying to think to myself, I can't remember what Metagross' abilities are, because I was like, can he resist sleep? Does he not get sleep? Or can he not get sleep? I was like, screw it. Let's go for the Rage Powder, go for the Dark Void, both of them Void. Again, 50% chance to hit, so that kind of sucks. Now he does some screens, so that's bad news for us, because with screens, that means our Dark Pulse, Shadow Ball, whatever, isn't going to do too much. He does go for the Bullet Punch. There we can see the Rocky Helm. Dragon Claw is going to be enough to finish off Moongus. So Moongus unfortunately does go down, but that's fine because we do have another wall that we don't go into. Instead we go on to Supunch. Now, I went for the Mach Punch because I really wasn't sure if I was going to be able to outspeed anything. I didn't think that I was going to be able to outspeed anything, so I figured, Technician, Stab, maybe the Mach Punch can do things, and it doesn't, just barely doesn't. Go for the Dark Void again. It does put the Zekrom to sleep. Unfortunately, it does not put the Metagross to sleep, and Supunch is going to go down to a Zen Headbutt. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So now I'm debating. Yeah, normally I do these live, but I didn't really have a chance to do it live because my wee little baby was waking up, and he was just like, I'm going to be awake now. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to record it live. So we recorded it, and now we're obviously doing it later on. There's the Bullet Punch. That's fine. Bullet Punch not going to do anything to us, really. Go for the Infestation, so we can knock out both pokes this turn. So the Zekrom and the Metagross both get taken out thanks to Bad Dream and Infestation. Now, yeah, the core of the scene here is pretty stally. It is what it is. I mainly have this team built around the Toxapex and our Gildango, just because I realized that Haze gets rid of negative effects as well as positive effects. So I was like, well, that could be pretty cool. So I see the Snorlax, I see the Chestnut. The Chestnut scares me a little bit, not gonna lie, just because it is it's fighting type, and we're dark. So he goes for the Leech Seed, so I'm like, oh, okay, alright. So he's bulky set, whatever, go for the Infestation. I see the Belly Drum, I'm like, oh boy, Belly Drum could be scary. but it's a Snorlax, so it's hella slow, and he doesn't have that speed boosting berry. So I'm like, alright, whatever, we'll just go for Haze. We'll get rid of his belly drum. We'll get rid of that +6. He goes for the spiky shield, thinking that I'm going to attack him. Nah, I'm just going to go for the Dark Void. I'm going to try to put you both to sleep. Obviously, the spiky shield protects it. There we see the Chesto, so he is a Resto Chesto Snorlax. So that's kind of annoying. Special wall, big, beefy special wall, because that's what Snorlaxes do, man. That's just what they're known for. So he does rest up, heals him all the way back to full. Now we got this little cat-mouse game going on between Darkrai and Chestnut, when it comes to the Leech Seed plus the infestation. So it's like he's healing, but he's also getting damage, so he's not really healing all too much. Go for the Dark Pulse. For whatever reason, I didn't see that it said negative, or not very effective, because I forgot that it was a fighting type as well. So that's my bad. Should have went for the Shadow Ball there. But the screens are going to be up next turn, I believe they're going to be up. So that means that our Shadow Balls and our Dark Pulses are going to be dealing just that much more damage. Now, I saw that I had Dream Eater, and I saw that I was running low on HP. I was like, you know what? I haven't used Dream Eater since Gen 1. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the Dream Eater. Let him have his Spiky Shield, that's fine. Like, you can block, nothing. Go for the Haze. Get rid of any stat changes, especially that bulk up. And we're gonna keep it rolling, man. We're just gonna keep it rolling. So now both of them have the infestations. Now both of them are gonna get a little bit of tick damage. Plus Snorlax will also take the bad dreams damage since he's still asleep. Go for. Wasn't really sure what to go for, so I go for another infestation, thinking that I can deal extra damage. Doesn't. I forgot it's not a damaging move. It's damage over time. He is able to hit me with a Hammer Arm, which will take out Dusknoir. So that's unfortunate. I mean, but it is what it is. Dusknoir did a good job. He did what he was designed to do. So we're going to go ahead, and now it's time to bring in the second part of the core of this team, which is Midas, our choice Scarfed Goldango. Now, I did switch up his moveset a little bit. I threw Trick on there because I was like, you know what? It'd be pretty fun to trick somebody into having a choice Scarf. So, go for the Baneful Bunker just in case he does try to attack me with a Seed Bomb or any other kind of grass move. And I was like, yeah, Baneful Bunker, why not? So, Snorlax is still sleeping. Baneful Bunker, gotta protect yourselves. You gotta protect yourselves. Go for the Trick against that Void there. And we get his root, and he does go for the Leech Seed, so now he is choiced into said Leech Seed, and now I'm free to Terrastalize and go for those Make It Rains, as well as just spamming Haze. Because like I said, it's Haze takes away the negatives too, and with Make It Rain you do drop to -2 special attack, so it is nice to always be at full when you need to be. So Make It Rain, take out that Chestnut, almost take out the Snorlax. Like that did quite a bit of damage to that Snorlax. I was kind of surprised. Go for the Haze, all stat changes. Sweet, dope, we did it. Let's get on to the next one. Infestation damage, hitting that Snorlax. That's great. In comes the Scizor. Now, I had to think a little bit because Scizor, I know he likes to set up. Like, I know that's his thing. He loves to set up. So I'm sitting here thinking, I can go for the Haze, or go for the damage over time. So I go for the Infestation. I should have went for the Haze, because he now has this +2, which is like, oh boy, he's got +2. And that, it scared me a little bit, not gonna lie. Snorlax wakes up just to go back to sleep, that's fine. Like, you go back to full health, that's fine. You're not gonna be able to do much into this game. Sorry, Snorlax, you're kind of out of commission. So go for the Shadow Ball, go for the Haze, just so that way I can get rid of his +2, get rid of my -2. Bullet Punch, not gonna do nothing to Toxapex, dude. Like, I don't care what kind of Scizor or how strong Scizor is. This Technician, boosted stab, boosted Bullet Punch, that's just not gonna be able to do damage to Toxapex. It's like, sorry, it's just not. Infestation, doing infestation things. He does get his berry off as the Epiberry. So he's able to heal up a little bit. That's fine. That is what it is. And I see that the battle timer is now at its 1 minute mark. And I'm thinking like, oh crap, I haven't been paying attention to how many pokes I've been taking out of his. So I texted him, I was like, so how many pokes do you have left? Because it's like, I know I have 3. And he's obviously got 2. So I was like, alright, so maybe we can finish this as long as, he selects his moves. He does run out the clock quite a bit. Maybe he's thinking that he has more mons than I do. Nah, I'm sorry. It's like, make a brain, and bam, do some more damage to the Skizor, haze it up, and the infestation damage will tick down on Snorlax and on the Scizor as well, because that's what infestation does. Like, it ticks away at your health, it ticks away at your life. It's one of those things that's just like, yeah, it's a thing. Time runs out, we defeated B2, so that is our tiebreaker. Thanks so much for the content. I appreciate you, B2. Thanks for re-challenging me. That was a great idea. Oh, totally his idea, so if you guys get a chance to go check him out, definitely go check him out. He's got some pretty interesting stuff over on the TikToks and over on the YouTubes. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. So you guys have yourselves a good one. Bye now.